Topic frequency distribution table. So frequency distribution table, there are two kinds. One is frequency distribution table. There are two kinds. One is the categorical. Other one is group. Represent the blood group of 25 people. So number one below, this is categorical example. The total 25 people. This is the blood group of total 25 people. So we have to do categorical frequency distribution table, and which is this is the example of categorical. So the first class. So since it is categorical, we have to see how many type of blood group. We know A, distinct blood group A. We know B. We know AB, and we know O. Okay, so four distinct blood group A, B, AB, and O. So the tally A, how many people belongs to blood group A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the frequency is 5. So how many people belongs to B blood group? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yes, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this one is so easy that in the final, they always 99% of the time they give the group frequency distribution table, not the categorical one. Done A, done B, AB. How many people? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is 7. Here is 4. And finally, the O blood group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. So let's count them just to make sure. We kind of know that this has to add up to 25. So 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 9 is 25. Now we're going to have to find the percent. In order to find the percent, we have to do 5 divided by 25 times 100%. Times 100 gives us the 100 gives us the percent. 7 divided by 25 times 100. 4 divided by 25 times 100. And 9 divided by 25 times 100. And I give you 1 minute to finish that. 20%. 28%. 16%. 36%. If you add them, that is this 100%?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is something called categorical frequency distribution table. The group one, the group distribution table. So like 25 people, this is the data below. Data below represent how much time New Yorker watch TV per week. In hour. The data is hour. The time measures in hour. So for example, the first data is 30 hours. 5 people, and they ask them how many hours of TV they watch, and 25 people gave this information. They obviously did not ask me because I was 0 hour of TV because I don't have TV at home. But I watch the important show on YouTube. Yeah. All right. So the question makes sense. The problem makes sense, right? And they ask you. They're gonna write the table. What is that we have to write? Oh, before a table we have to write what? We have to find the class width. So write step 1, find the range. Step 1, range. The range is equal to highest minus lowest. So what is highest? 53. In the final, the good thing is they will put it in order. Assuming that you guys know how to put them in order. 53 minus 30, and that is how much? 23. Width. Step 2 is width. The class width is range divided by class. And the class is given. What is the class? 4. Class is 4. So range is 23. Divide by 4.
Class is 4 or 5?
Say it again.
Class is 4 or 5?
4. The problem gives you this information, and always it will give you the information. 23 divided by 4 is how much? 5.75. 5.75. So what is our rule? 6. Our rule is 6. Always round up. This mathematically 5.75 always 6, but if it was 5.1, you're gonna also round up to 6. Okay, so our class width is 6. So now we're gonna construct the table. So let's construct the table. So if we do construct the table, what do we have to write? Class limit. And then what? Class boundary. Class. And then tally. And then frequency. And then relative frequency or cumulative frequency. You're gonna do cumulative frequency, and that's it. Oh yes, class boundary you have to do, because they ask you to do class boundary. Class boundary. Oh no, midpoint. That's what I meant. Midpoint. That's what I meant. Midpoint. Very good. Midpoint. Yeah. So we know our phase data, right? Our phase data is what? 30, right? So let's write 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, and blah blah blah. And count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should we stop at 6?
Yes.
Yes. Why we stop at 6? Because the width is 6. So 30. So you're gonna write class limit. So the lowercase, the class limit, the lower class limit is how much? 30. 30 to 35. The next one is 36. 36 to what? 40, right? Yes, it is 40 because 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 41, 6. So 41. Okay, so 42 to? What is it? 42 to? 47. 48 to? 50? That's 54. 53. Okay, does that make sense? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So we don't have to do the relative frequency?
Let's do relative frequency as well. Sure. Most of the time, no.
So what's midpoint?
We'll do it together. Okay, we'll do it here. Okay. So class boundary, but class limit is okay with everyone? Class limit is okay with everyone?
Yes.
How many classes we have?
4.
4. Yeah. And we have to check one more thing, 53. 53, every data feed, okay, yeah. So 30 to 35, so let's do some accounting. 30 to 35. 1, 2, 3. How many? 3. Oh, wow, okay. So 29.5. 29.5 to 35.5. Very good. And 35.5. Very good. 41.5. Go ahead, give me.
41.5 to 47.5.
Okay, go ahead.
47.5.
53.5. Okay. Yes. So when I counted that, I was actually counting it for tally. So how many data you have within the first class limit, which is 30 to 35? 3. So 1, 2, 3. 36 to 41. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I counted 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 42 to 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1. 48 to 53. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna write frequency and then we count. So 3, 7, 11, and 4. So 3 and 7, 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. Take, carry. You carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's how many people being asked, right? 25 people were asked to tell us how many hours of TV they watch every week. Alright, so cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is, the first one is, can someone tell me? 3. The second one is? Fantastic. And the third one is? And then the fifth one is? 25. Great. And that's what you're going to use for histogram. You're going to use that for histogram. This is important. Okay, great. Now, relative frequency. Relative frequency, we need calculator. By the way, relative frequency, we do not use the cumulative frequency, we use the frequency. So 3 divided by? Can someone tell me 3 divided by what? 25 is equal to 7. I'll give you time. 7 divided by 25. 11 divided by 25 and 4 divided by 25. I'll give you 1 minute and you don't you take the 3 decimal place, otherwise it's never gonna be equal to 1. So take as many decimal points as you need to get 1. 0.12, 0.28, 0.44, 0.6, 0.16. And if you add them, it is exactly 1.
Yes.
That's what we want. Should be add up to 1. Great. Yes. Midpoint now. Midpoint is the class boundary divided by 2. So the class boundary, our class boundary is 29.5 plus 35.5 divided by 2. And we're going to write the next one. 35.5 plus 41.5 divided by 2. And then we're going to write the next one. 41.5 plus 47.5 divided by 2. And then finally we're going to write this one. 47.5 plus 53.5 divided by 2. And I give you like 1 minute.
7.25?
47.25.
Wait, no.
It cannot be 47. 32.5.
How do you get that?
It will never be bigger than 35.
Why?
Because when you add them and divide by 2, then
But that's what I did.
do it again.
Well,
You verify, and if you still get the same thing, then you have something wrong with your calculator.
yes, I get the same thing.
That's okay.
29.
29.5 plus 35.5 divided by 2.
Yes, that's what
But
I
order
did.
of operation. Try doing 29.5 plus 35.5 first, and then divide by 2.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't put
so-
them together like in the same order.
29.5.
You
And then plus 35, and then get the amount for that equals 2, and then divide that by 2.
do it by hand then. Do it by hand. Do it by hand.
You see, you're dividing it by 2 right away, so I'm telling you to do this first, that's what that equals, and then divide by 2.
Okay. Can we move on? What is the next one? 38.5. 38.50. Okay.
65.25.
65.25. That's right. 60. It cannot be 65. 40. 44.50. And then 50. 0.50. Okay. All right. So this is the midpoint. And midpoint is just easy, but you have to use calculator. That's all. Now we're gonna draw histogram. So we're gonna draw the histogram. So I'm gonna erase that. So this is the last topic of the day. So histogram is always on the final. So the histogram. So this is in math. You have this is x and this is y. X is independent and y is dependent. So this one is the class boundaries, and this one is cumulative frequency.
Yeah, you said that. I have this a long time. So y is what?
Y is the dependent variable.
Dependent? Okay.
Okay, so x is in the math class or in any class. X is independent, and y is dependent. X is domain, y is range. X is input, y is output. So these are the different names. Sometimes you call it independent variable, sometimes you call it domain, sometimes you call this one range. Sometimes you call this guy input, sometimes you call this guy output. Does that make sense? Okay. So what is our independent variable? Class boundaries. What is our dependent variable? Cumulative frequency. All right. Our cumulative frequency is the lowest is how much? 3 and highest is 25. So please use your common sense. So each interval has to go up by how much? Who said that? Someone said what? What?
By 4.
By 4, why 4? 4 is not multiple of 25. What number is multiple of 25? 5. Okay, very good. So it's go up by 5. 10, 15, 20, 25. If it go up by 1, then it should look bad, ugly, right? Right? If it go up by 1. Nothing wrong with that, but if it go up by 1, then it would look ugly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If it go up by 20, then it still would look ugly, right? So this is, you always have to find a multiple of the last value and use that. So the first value, what is the first value? This is called skip. You skip from 0 to what? 29 0 to 29.5, you skip that. So this is a skip sign. And you start from where? 29.5. And then next number is 35.5. And then next number is 41.5. And then after 41.5, 47.5, and then 53.5. And then you stop. Does that make sense? Yes. Skip. Skip means from 0 to 29. You don't write that. Yes. Because there is nothing going on from 0 to 29. Or that is not within the data. Okay, so you skip that. Okay.
So it's 29.5 and then
29.5 and then 35.5 and then 41.5 and then 47 and then 53. Okay. Now 29.5 to 35.5. What is the frequency? 3. Oh, oops. This one is frequency. This one is frequency. You're going to use the cumulative frequency to scaling it. You use the frequency, cumulative frequency to scaling it. But when you graph, you just use the frequency. 29.35 is how many? 3. So go to 3. You just estimate it. For me, this is 3. Okay, that's 3. And then what is the next one? 36. 36-41. What is it? 7. Go up by 7. We don't know exactly where 7 is, but probably this is 7. Okay. And 41.5 to 47.5. What is it? 11. So go up by 10 and a little bit more. 10 and a little bit more. 47.5 to 53.5. 4. Okay. 4 is, don't go up to 5, a little bit below 5. 4. So this is called the histogram.